Y'all, I cannot believe that these less than $20 perfumes smell this much like luxury. Yes. Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlene, and on this channel, we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. In today's video, we are going over six perfumes that I purchased from the Maison Alhambra brand. Yes. Who is Maison Alhambra? Did you know that they're under Lattafa? Yes. I was like, Lattafa? What? They're the parent company? Yes. Lattafa Perfumes is the parent company of Maison Alhambra. So Maison Alhambra is a Dubai-based brand since they're under the Lattafa umbrella, so to speak. But Maison Alhambra takes a different approach to their perfumes. They focus on more of the designer and going into the luxury type items, duping anything from Tom Ford, Creed, some of your designer brands like Victor and Rolf, Lancome. They take a stab at everything, but they don't only try to clone the juice. Yes, they don't only try to clone the juice, but it also go as far as the bottle itself. Like they try to mimic the aesthetic of the bottles themselves. And I have several. Like I shared one in my last tray with you guys, the Maison Alhambra Bright Peach. That is an inspiration or clone of the Tom Ford Bitter Peach. And it went as far as mimicking the actual aesthetic of the bottle. Well, we have 6 other ones here that I've picked up. I will have a part 2 to this. I've decided to break the fragrances up because I have told you guys numerous times I did a lot of hauling around Black Friday time. And then they just recently had some fragrance weeks, international fragrance day sales. And then they currently got other sales going on at Fragrance Net and Joma Shop, which is where I pick up a majority of these fragrances, is off of those sites. So I'll be sure to tag them down below for you guys if you're interested in any of them. So I'm going to go down and talk about each one. So the first one I have for you guys, I've already taken them out the box, unwrapped them, and I sprayed them out last night. So we're going to kind of do our first impressions of each one. I'll share the notes with you and go over that. And then we're going to give my thoughts on the fragrances themselves. So this first one I have for you is Rose Seduction VIP Pour Femme. This is the box that it comes in. I've already unboxed these in a short for you guys so you can see the full unboxing of it. But let's go ahead and pull these back out and see what we think of the actual scent that's in here. This is the aesthetic of the bottle. It is very blinding here, so I'm not going to try to do too much here. But as you can see, it is gorgeous. It's got this beautiful, this is a plasticky that looks like it's a metal kind of setting here, but this glass kind of reminds you of like kind of like what the Valentino bottles have with that studding around the bottle, but these are more rounded versus pointed, but beautiful aesthetic. This one is supposed to be inspired by Carolina Herrera 212 VIP Rosé. So let me tell you about the notes, because the main accords for this one says rose and floral, and it's supposed to give you fruity and musky. Fragrantica has it listed as top notes of pink pepper and champagne rosé, then middle notes of rose and peach blossom, and base note it says woodsy notes and white musk. Now, typically I don't like doing first impressions with you guys on my Middle Eastern fragrances, because I like to spray them out and then give them at least a couple of weeks or so just to do their thing. I sprayed them out last night, like I mentioned a minute ago, but they have not had their due justice. So we're just doing first impressions. I'll be sure to come back and share future thoughts with you on what I feel about the dry down and things, and if anything changes from our initial impressions. But that is the notes for this fragrance. And let's see, they're saying that it's supposed to be predominantly floral. So let's see what we think about it. Atomizer is awesome. It does a nice misting. I am definitely getting all the florals in here right off the bat with a nice bubbliness and some fruitiness. This one smells already nice and fresh and florally. That pink pepper is giving it a nice zinginess about it and freshness. That champagne rosé that's in here is giving it a nice fruity touch actually to me, mixed with the floral. And this is smelling beautiful. This here is kind of giving me like a romantic touch. Like this can be something that you would wear for a date night. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's giving me romantic, it's giving me airy, it's giving me fresh. It's like this can be like for someone like having an engagement party. This can even be like borderline like a wedding scent as well. Engagement photos. This is very sweet. This one has a nice sweet touch about it. Not too sweet. Give me some floral. Give me some freshness. But let me come back to it. So let's come back to that as it dries down a little further. But right now, just off the top, that one is already smelling beautiful. So I can imagine what else it's going to do. But right off the top, this one already has a nice, beautiful smell to it. So we'll come back to that one. All right. So the next one we have is Chants Tenderina. Yes, Chants Tenderina. So let's see what we think about this one. Can you guess what this one is inspired by? You might have. Looks like this. This one is inspired by Chanel Chants Tenderina. All right, so let's see, because this one says that it's supposed to be main accord of citrus, white floral, and powdery. So let's give it a spritz while I'll tell you the notes. This has a way even better atomizer than the other one did. Nice. I'm definitely picking up on that bergamot right away. So it says top note of bergamot, grapefruit blossom, peach, middle notes of rose, jasmine, and iris, and base of white musk, vanilla, vetiver, and patchouli. I'm getting some freshness. That grapefruit blossom mixed with that peach note in the top here is a beautiful blend for sure. It has a slight powderiness about it. You know what this one is for? This one here is for like an everyday office, summer, spring. This other one gave me spring and summer vibes too. I didn't mention that, but this one's definitely giving me spring and summer vibes as well. This one reminds, whereas this one was reminding me of more romantic. This is like everyday office wear. Yeah, citrus, fresh, florally, powdery is what I'm getting from this. And like I said, this is everyday wear. This can be anytime you want to wear this, pick it up and wear it. Yeah, this is to me more of a daytime scent, but this one is another one that right off the bat, It smells beautiful. So I'll let it continue to dry down, but that's the vibe that that one is giving me right now. All right, so our third fragrance we have for you is Pink Eclipse. Yes, Pink Eclipse. So this one slides out. Isn't this just gorgeous? This is gorgeous. It's heavy, it's gorgeous. It's got fingerprints on it a little bit already, but look at that. Look how beautiful this is. And it has a little curvature here on both sides, as you can see. It's just beautiful. This is. All right, so this one here is supposed to be a clone of Prada Paradox. Yes, of Prada Paradox. It's supposed to be an inspiration. And it's, you know, you guys, can you believe that this stuff is like under $20? Yes, affordable luxury. This Middle Eastern brand is giving you affordable luxury at the fraction of the cost. So let's see what this one is smelling like, because this one, like I said, is supposed to be duping Prada Paradox. So you know that's your fruity, floral, ambery type scent. Wow. I never owned Prada Paradox, but I haven't hauled it with you guys, but I did do a haul with some designer perfumes as well. So let me tell you the notes for this one, because this is your white floral citrusy, like I said, ambery sweet scent that can pretty much be worn any time of the year, but spring, summertime is where it mostly is going to shine the best. But this has top note of pear, bergamot, and tangerine. And you definitely get that citrus, and that pear gives it a nice, sweet, fresh opening. That it smells so good. Then it has middle note of orange blossom, jasmine, and neroli. And then base note of vanilla, musk, amber, and benzoin. This smells addicting to me. Yeah, this one is addicting to me. I'm loving the florals that's peeking through in here. You already know I love jasmine, but that neroli touch in here just gives it another element, because you'll see orange blossom quite a bit. I know some people aren't a fan of orange blossom, but that neroli and jasmine blended with the orange blossom in here, with that nice freshness of the citrus and the slight sweetness of the pear, it's making you feel upbeat and refreshing, but at the same time, it has that nice floral touch, and it has a little depth to it and some sweetness to it. This is another one that I feel like could be good for everyday wear. I think it's versatile. It can go, it can change up. Like, it can go with you no matter what you deciding you want to do. This is one of those you can wear anything. And like I said, it pretty much can be worn year round, I feel. But I feel like it may be more appropriate in the spring and summertime. So far, so good. All right, so our next one is Victoria Flower Rosa Lilium. Yep. Packaging on this one is adorable. I love the tiger lily that they're putting on here. And this one, can you guess? This one is inspired by Victor and Rose tiger lily. So let's take her out. This is the one when I sprayed it last night. Ooh, I was like, It looks like this. Another one, beautiful bottle. Love the cap and all, gorgeous. It's got some heftiness to this as well. But like I said, this one is inspired by tiger lily. So it's got that creamy coconut tropicalness going on with it. So let's see what it is giving. If I'm picking up what it's saying it's supposed to be giving. Atomizer on this one is great as well. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a love for me. This tropical girly right here, this, I can only imagine what this is going to do the longer it sits. Yes, so let me tell you about the notes, because this right here is giving me summer ready. So this one is supposed to have top notes of coconut, coconut milk, and bergamot. Mid note of tiger lily, jasmine, orange blossoms, white flowers, and freesia. And base of mango, benzoin, amber, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. You get the creaminess. You get the coconut. Yes, creamy coconut, mango, tropical flowers with those white florals. I'm gonna let it keep doing its thing, but this is like giving you summer ready. That's all I got to say. Summer ready. Yes. Okay. So what else did I pick up? Victoria Flower. So that was the flanker to the Flower Bomb, right? This is duping the original Flower Bomb. And we already know this girl loves the original, right? This is supposed to be your straight up florals. So the original bottle looks like this. I love the strapping they did around this bottle. I think it's super cute. So this one is supposed to be your everyday. Like you can wear this any time of year. If it's supposed to be duping the Flower Bomb, you can wear that one all year round. Now, the reason why I love Flower Bomb and have loved it for so long is because it has the white florals in there, but it has that tea note in there that I love. It's like I didn't know I loved tea, but that nest, indigo nest, and Flower Bomb made me love tea notes. All right. This one is not exact, not right now anyways. But I can see where it's saying that it's trying to remind you of it. So this one has top notes of tea, bergamot, and osmanthus. Mid of jasmine, freesia, African orange flower, orchid, and rose. And then base of patchouli, musk, and vanilla. And that's what Flower Bomb is known for. It is known for the tea. It's known for the white florals, and it's known for that patchouli and muskiness with some slight sweetness. I'm getting some of the florals. I don't know about the tea note. It's not picking up as much in here. Not yet. So this one is one that probably would do better as it develop over time. It's not standing out, and I'm going to be super picky with this one, of course, because that's one of my favorite scents. But this is Victoria Flower. We'll see how it continues to dry down and come back to it. And then we got the other flanker. This is Victoria Flower Orchid. So this one looks like this. So let's pull this one out. So this one has the cherry colored pinky bottle with the white pinky looking strapping on it. Yep. So this is supposed to be heavy on the vanilla, the sweet, fruity, the green. And this one is another one that is claiming to be more of a year-round scent. So let's see what we think. Because this has top note of peach and vine, mid of orchid, and base of vanilla pod. It has a freshness when you first smell this, I'm picking up on some nice freshness from the peach. I'm getting some of the greenery. Definitely getting some of the sweetness. And right now, it is a strong like. You know, I have on a scent combo today. And I don't normally share my scent combos with you guys in my videos. But today, I am wearing this Peach Nectar and Blossom along with its body butter and the Lancome's Peaches and Roses, because I wanted to, because this one has the peach with the rose. This has the peach with the freesia, I believe. Yes, has the peach with the freesia. And this scent reminded me of this scent for some reason when I first, because it has that peach note in it. This will layer very well with that. Yeah, you getting that peach scent, you getting, and it has a freshness about it. You get the vine note that it's talking about in here. You do have a touch of that green note, that earthiness that's in there. But at the same time, you do have that floral essence in the background from the vanilla orchid and some sweetness. So this is another one I think is going to get better and better with time. And I did pick up the OG to this at one of the Ulta sales. I think it was the Ulta sale that was back in the fall, which I haven't tested with you guys yet. So I'm going to compare the two for sure on these. So let me come back to that one. So let's go back to this other one. So Rose Seduction VIP Perfume. The rose is definitely picking through more in here now. Before, you smelled more of the freshness. You smelled more of that rosé, which had a touch of the fruitiness about it. This is gorgeous. That sparkliness with that touch of the pink pepper, giving it a little, just a little zing zing with that floral bait in the mid. This is smelling gorgeous. Yeah, I still stand by what I said earlier. If you're going to do engagement photos, anything like that, you're doing like a party, like going to a party. But I can still see someone trying to wear this every day as well. Yeah, this is one that you can wear anytime. Like, you choose the mood and you go with it. But spring, summer, and going into fall, I feel like it's going to be where it works the best. I still feel like it's more of those moments where you're like going out on a date, going to a party. Like I mentioned, engagement photos. This one would be gorgeous for that. And I want to see how it's going to do as it continues to do its thing. So I'll report back with you guys. I'm going to put it in hiding for a little while, and we'll bring it back out. And I'll probably have it in one of those perfume maceration updates, follow-up videos. And I'll come back and report back what I think about that one. All right, so this next one is Chants Tenderina. This one still has that nice freshness, slightly powderiness. I definitely smelled vetiver in here. It's very musky and airy. I still stand by with this one too. What I said, everyday wear, office wear, spring, summer wear. This is going to be beautiful. Chants Tenderina. I'm going to love this. I know. All right, let's see what Pink Eclipse is doing now that it dried down a little bit further. The sweetness is coming through in here with that ambery. And it still has that floral touch, but this is has some depth to it. This is feeling like it's romantic. It has a little sensualness about it. Yeah. I'm going to love this. I am going to love this one. This one is another one that's giving me more date night. This is going to be versatile. This would take you from day to evening. It has a little sophistication about it. It has a little elegance about it. Like, so you see how this is looking sleek and put together? That's the vibes it's giving you. Like you're sleek and you're put together. So this pink Eclipse, I am loving this. All right. Now we have the Rosa Lilium, the Victoria flower. That coconut and mango tropical creamy goodness. It has some white florals in there, just balancing out that tropical goodness of the fruits. Yes, like I said, summer ready. The regular Victoria flower. This one needs to sit longer. That one needs to sit longer. It needs to go in hiding. Victoria flower orchid. I see what it's trying to do, but it's not there yet. So this is another one that needs to go in hiding longer. So out of the ones so far, these two definitely need to go in hiding. I feel like the rest of them could be worn now, but I'm going to still put them in hiding because I want to see what else they're going to do after a couple of weeks. So I'm going to put them all back in hiding, but some probably is going to stay in there a little longer than others. And we're going to come back from there. So let's see. What would be my favorite out of these 6 right now? And it definitely depends on your mood. So right now, in last place, I would put this one, the regular Victoria flower. And that's because I think it needs the most help right now. And my 2 favorites, let's see, do I want to do top 3? All right, my top 3 is going to be the Rosa Lilium, the Tenderina, the Chants Tenderina, and the pink Eclipse. From just first impressions, no wear test, no nothing. That's just taking them out of the box for the first time, doing first impressions on these. You guys, wow. Wow, wow, wow. For what you're getting, what you're paying, and what you're getting. You're getting beautiful packaging. And these are all 3.4, 3.4, 3.4, 3.4, 3.4, and 3.4. So you're getting 100 ml, 3.4 ounce bottles. Most of these under 20 bucks. Some of them might have been under 30, but either way, you're under 50 bucks, let alone some of them under 25 bucks or 20 bucks. And what you're getting, quality. So Maison Alhambra is a brand that does not need to be slept on. I've picked up different ones here and there, and I've been adding more to my collection. I was trying out the brand, thinking that I'm trying a different brand, not knowing they're under the same parent umbrella company of Lattafa. And I already knew I love Lattafa, so that's just one of the other brands under Lattafa. Did not know that, did you? Did you know that Maison Alhambra was under Lattafa? They just focus on some of those designer and some of the luxury brands, and trying to clone them, like I said, copying. And they ran into some, I was reading some information, they ran into some legal issues because of that. And that's why some of the fragrances that they released when they first came out. So Maison Alhambra has been out since 2020, 2021. When, you know, the world was a little whoo-hoo. So they came out during that time. And they have spit out a bunch of fragrances. And some of the fragrances that they came out with is not even available anymore because of the legalities of how close they've duped the either fragrance and or the actual packaging. But what can I say? The juice in the bottles, if I can save some money, especially right now, we all need to save whatever money and coin we can save. So affordable luxury for less, under $20, Middle Eastern Arabian perfumes, check, because you're going to get long lasting, you're going to get projection, you're going to get compliments. We'll take it. So let me know down below, do you have any of these fragrances in your collection? If you do, what are your thoughts on them? Or do you have any other Maison Alhambra perfumes in your collection? Tell me what your thoughts are on them. I would love to know. Drop it down in the comments. If you're new to the channel, be sure you are subscribed before you go. Give me a big thumbs up. Hype the video if you have that feature. And you guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.